Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning, and every single form of money has vanished. No cash, no coins, no banks, no credit cards, no digital payments. Now all you want is a loaf of bread. But how would you buy it? Thousands of years ago, this wasn't imagination. It was reality. Yet somehow, people built cities, traded across hundreds of miles, and created something that would change human civilization forever. So, how did people buy things before money ever existed? That's the story we're about to uncover. Around 12,000 years ago, human life began to change. Instead of wandering from place to place, people started farming. They raised animals, grew crops, made pottery, and crafted stone tools. For the first time, many people had more of one thing than they needed. One farmer harvested plenty of wheat. A hunter always had meat. A potter made strong clay pots. A toolmaker crafted sharp stone axes. But there was one big problem. Nobody had everything. The farmer needed meat. The hunter needed tools. The toolmaker needed grain. So humans came up with the first system of trade. Today, we call it barter. It was simple. You gave someone something you had, and received something you needed in return. If you had wheat, and I had fish, we could simply exchange them. At first, it worked surprisingly well. Small villages were close-knit. Everyone knew one another. Trading was easy. But as villages grew, so did the problems. Imagine owning a cow, but only needing a small knife. Would you trade away an entire cow for one knife? Probably not. Or imagine having fresh fish, but the other person didn't want fish at all. Then what? Suddenly, trade stopped. This became the biggest weakness of the barter system. A trade could only happen if both people wanted exactly what the other had. At the same time, that happened far less often than you might think. People realized there had to be a better way. They needed something that almost everyone would gladly accept. But what could that be? Gold? Silver? Or something far more surprising? The truth is, the world's first forms of money weren't gold or silver, and they certainly weren't paper bills. Different civilizations chose different things. Some used seashells, others used salt, and in many places, cattle became a symbol of wealth. The more cows you owned, the richer you were considered. Salt was so valuable that in some ancient societies, workers and soldiers were actually paid with it. Imagine earning your paycheck in bags of salt. But even these early forms of money had serious problems. Seashells could break. Salt could be used up. Animals could get sick or die. People needed something that would last, be easy to carry, and be trusted by everyone. That's when humanity took another giant step forward. People began trading with metals. Copper, bronze, and silver became valuable because they were durable and difficult to fake. But there was still one problem. Every single trade required weighing the metal and checking whether it was pure. Trading was still slow. Then, about 2,600 years ago, everything changed. In the ancient kingdom of Lydia, in what is now Turkey, craftsmen created some of the world's first official coins. Each coin had the same weight, the same value, and the king's official seal. For the first time, people no longer had to weigh metal for every transaction. A small coin became a symbol of trust. Trade became faster. Markets grew larger. Cities became richer. And civilizations expanded faster than ever before. Centuries later, paper money appeared. Then came banks, credit cards, online banking. And today, millions of people buy things without ever touching cash. With just one tap on a phone, money can travel across the world in seconds. But every payment you make today, whether it's with cash, a card, or your smartphone, is part of a story that began thousands of years ago, when two people simply exchanged what they had for what they needed. Money wasn't created because people loved gold. It was created because humans needed a faster, fairer, and easier way to trust one another. And that simple idea changed the course of human civilization forever. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us for the next chapter of human history.